is about the Chinese zodiac and how the 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac came to be. Many years ago in ancient China, there lived a rat and a cat. They were best friends. They ate together, they played together, and they slept together. One day, the Emperor of China decided to have a race with all of the animals in the land. The first 12 animals to cross the finish line would have a year in the Chinese calendar named after them. This was quite an honor. Winning will not be easy, warned the Emperor. You must run through the thickest part of the forest and swim across the river at its widest point. Cat and rat each wanted to be the first one to cross the finish line. We will never make it, cried the rat. We are much too small. Oh, yes, we will, said the resourceful cat. We'll ask Water Buffalo to help us, said the cat. Maybe he'll let us ride on his back. They found Water Buffalo and convinced him to take them across the river. When the race began the next day, Cat and Rat jumped on Water Buffalo's back and off they went. Cat fell asleep as they crossed the river. When they were halfway across, Rat had an idea. Why should I share first place with Cat or Water Buffalo, he thought to himself. Rat shook Cat and said, Look at all the tasty fish in the river. Cat stood up to look in the water, and Rat gave her a little push. Splash! She tumbled into the water. Water Buffalo kept on swimming. He could see the Emperor on the shore ahead, so he sped up to be the first to cross the finish line. As they got close to the riverbank, the clever rat leapt off Water Buffalo's back and crossed the finish line first. Congratulations, you have won first place, cried the Emperor. Water Buffalo had to settle for second place. Back in the middle of the river, Cat struggled to stay afloat. As you may know, cats hate the water, and she was miserable. There was a great roaring sound behind her as the tiger came up quickly. Tigers are strong swimmers. Tiger passed Cat and crossed the finish line. Am I first? He growled. No, answered the Emperor. Rat and Water Buffalo have already finished. The tiger growled even louder as he took third place in line. Cat, meanwhile, scrambled onto a log. She had to rest and catch her breath. The sky became dark and the wind began to blow. Dragons appeared in the clouds above. Dragon was much too big to run through the forest, so the Emperor had told him that he could race through the stormy skies. As Dragon started his descent, Rabbit darted across the finish line ahead of him in fourth place. Dragon had to be content with fifth place. In the river, Cat jumped off the log and into the water again. I can still make it, she told herself. Soon she heard a hissing sound behind her as Snake passed her to become number 6. As Cat continued to struggle in the water, there came the sound of thundering hooves in the distance. Soon, Horse had passed her to be awarded 7th place. Goat and Monkey were not far behind. With Monkey riding on Goat's back, Goat managed to beat Monkey by a nose. Goat came in 8th and Monkey took 9th place. While the 9 winners waited, Dog was paddling playfully in the water. Dogs love the water. So while Dog was playing, Rooster came up behind and took 10th place. Dog soon followed as the Emperor cried, Number 11! Who will be number 12? Asked the Emperor. I need just one more animal. Me! I will! Cried Cat, and she swam even faster. Unfortunately for Cat, Pig rushed across the finish line just in time to become number 12. Cat was still struggling to swim ashore. Congratulations to all the winners, exclaimed the Emperor. Finally, up rushed Cat. How did I do? She asked anxiously. Am I one of the winners? "Sorry, dear cat," replied the emperor, "all 12 places have been filled." Upon hearing this news, Cat let out a yowl and tried to pounce on Rat, but Rat squeezed under the emperor's robe just in time. And that is why, to this very day, Cat and Rat are enemies. Woo-hoo!